So over 2 million people use Shopify to fuel their e-commerce business. And on this week, on November 1st, Shopify shut down their service and users will no longer be able to sell their Shopify stores. Don't worry though, we have an answer for you at Empire Flippers. In the spirit of the holidays, we're offering 25% off of our fees if you're a Shopify store owner when you sell with us, as long as you list with us before December 31st, that is, and I'll leave links below. So let's talk about what the Shopify Exchange Marketplace is and why it shut down in the first place. So Shopify's Marketplace Exchange opened in 2017 and advertised itself as selling Shopify-based businesses from as low as $200 to larger businesses selling in the six-figure range. They've now shut down their service and users can no longer buy or sell e-commerce stores using Shopify's Exchange Marketplace platform. So before I talk about why it shut down in the first place, I just want to point out that the point of this piece is not meant to simply draw attention to the flaws of Shopify's marketplace. My goal is to educate sellers and buyers about how to sell and buy businesses safely, and I'll be using some of the platform's features to illustrate the points I'll be making. Shopify is an amazing company, and their core product, the website and online store builder, has been truly revolutionary in making online business ownership more accessible to ordinary people. And we share the ethos of supporting small business creation and the life-changing impact that it can have for all of those involved. So while their core product is still loved by customers around the world, what is it that made those same users hesitant to use Shopify's Exchange Marketplace? The best place to turn to for this answer is the customers themselves. So let's talk about what people are saying about the service. Well, multiple YouTube videos have surfaced online that shine light on the issues with the service, particularly stemming from the quality of the businesses listed on the marketplace. So first, let's talk about misvalued businesses. On one YouTube video, an experienced online business owner reviewed different businesses on the Shopify Exchange. And the first business they came across was this business that made just $81 per month in net profit, but was listed at a valuation well above higher quality businesses listed on other brokerages. So after reviewing this listing, the hosts concluded some people may not be familiar with how websites are sold, and I think that's really the downfall of the Exchange Marketplace, is that it kind of preys on people who may not necessarily know what they're getting into. So no company wants to establish this kind of sentiment around their product, but being known for trust is especially crucial in the online business brokerage space, as you have many people in the online M&A space who do actively try to scam people, and it's far easier to do than, say, a brick and mortar business sale. That's why building trust through accurate valuations and protecting both buyer and seller interests throughout the deal is deeply ingrained throughout the fiber of Empire Flippers and all of our departments. In fact, the hosts of this video go on to recommend more formal online business brokerages like Empire Flippers, as we will vet or qualify businesses according to specific criteria that indicate whether a business is of high enough quality to be listed on the marketplace at all. So next, let's talk about volatility and misleading profit figures. Several businesses listed on the marketplace showed a monthly profit average that was mathematically accurate, but these figures were skewed by a handful of outlier months that don't really represent the baseline level of profit a buyer could expect to make after acquiring the business. That said, we also have businesses on the Empire Flippers marketplace that have volatility or seasonality, though we do take this into account when we're valuing the business, and buyers do have an opportunity to discuss any concerns regarding spikes or dips with the sellers. We have very specific quality expectations and requirements that any business listed on our marketplace must meet, and a majority of online businesses that are submitted to us just don't meet this standard. In fact, 91% of businesses don't pass our vetting process. So while this reduces the number of businesses we could theoretically have on our marketplace, the benefits of maintaining trust with our buyer and seller community far outweigh any advantage gained from listing a higher volume of businesses. Being known as having a marketplace of high quality businesses has really allowed us to attract a serious buyer pool, which at this point collectively brings in over $7 billion in deployable capital that they're ready to invest on our marketplace, which has ultimately led to quicker sales at higher valuations. And as a result, we've had 7-figure businesses sell within a matter of hours of being listed on our marketplace. Now, of course, not saying this will happen for you, but sometimes the right buyer is there at the right time. So we've talked a lot about ensuring buyers are being taken care of with accurate valuations, but this is only one side of the equation to maintaining a healthy marketplace. The other side that needs to be done simultaneously is protecting the sellers. So for the operation to work, it's important to attract a quality buyer pool and offer seller protection throughout the process. So let's talk about this. Number 3 is having a marketplace where you have a quality buyer pool and you have seller protection. So in the nail and beauty business example listed previously, you'll notice the name of the business is clearly visible, and this means that really anyone can visit the site, even those with no real interest in actually purchasing the business. And these types of site visitors just use the platform as a research tool to determine what type of business they want to essentially copy and build themselves. And sellers who want to list their businesses for sale, they understandably want to feel like they aren't putting their entire business at risk just by listing. So at Empire Flippers, all of our buyers go through an identity and liquidity verification process, after which point they can unlock listings to view more detailed information about the business. And this extra layer of protection really increases the likelihood that our sellers are working with serious buyers who are capable of purchasing their business and are interested in acquiring your business rather than using your listing for competitive analysis and business ideas. So here are our takeaways. I think what this all comes down to and why the exchange marketplace didn't work out is that Shopify is a professional software company. They're not professional brokers. As you could probably see from some of the examples, running a healthy brokerage can be an incredibly complex and involved process. It involves managing the relationship between two communities, both the buyers and the sellers, at once, and it requires the brokerage to have terms that protect both sides simultaneously. Additionally, there are so many moving parts running in the background of a brokerage that are required for this system to run successfully that most buyers and sellers aren't even aware of until they actually go through the process. And different brokerages offer different services, so they have different systems, but at Empire Flippers, just a few of these pieces include our sales advisors who work with buyers and sellers to find the right match and negotiate sales terms, our vetting team who works with sellers to compile their financial data and assign the valuations, our support team who assists in communication with potential buyers and sellers, and our migrations team who assists in transferring the business after the sale to the buyer. So without that proper infrastructure in place, this process can really be overwhelming and really unsustainable, even for a company of Shopify's caliber. So while Shopify's exchange marketplace didn't work out, this does not mean the end for Shopify store owners' dreams of a life-changing exit. It just means moving to other options. And during this holiday season, as mentioned before, we want to help you, our Shopify store owner community, make the transition to another brokerage easier and to help you potentially achieve a truly life-changing exit. And we want to do that by giving you 25% off of our fees from now until December 31st. So if you're ready to make that exit, or if you just want to discuss the possibility with our sales advisors to make sure you're positioned correctly to exit with the highest valuation, all you have to do is click in the link in the description below to get started. Also, if you're selling private labeled e-commerce products and you're having supply chain issues with China, check out this video on how Mexico is becoming a new manufacturing hub for e-commerce owners and how you can take early advantage. And if you like this video, feel free to subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.